Hey guys, this is Juan from Two Brothers Real Estate Team. Okay, so you just bought your new home. Now let's talk about what you have to do to get prepped for the actual move, okay? So let's talk about it. Alright guys, so let's talk about what you have to do 6 weeks before the actual move. The first thing is, of course, confirm with your realtor what the exact moving date is going to be so you can actually start planning around that date, okay? If you're renting, of course, make sure that you let your landlords know about the move out date. Do it in writing, okay? So just write a letter, send it to them, make sure that it actually has the moving and moving out date. And of course, ask them and see if there is any requirements from you so you can actually get the deposit back. Also, ask them and see how you guys are gonna be getting the keys back to them. When are they gonna do the walkout? Again, so make sure that everything's planned so there's no surprises or anything like that. The next thing is make sure that you let the home insurance company know that you're going to be moving, so that ensures that when you're moving to the new place you have insurance the day that you move in, okay? So there is no days where you're not actually insured. Now if you're going to be hiring some moving company, make sure that you start to call around, make sure that they you get some quotes, start shopping around. Don't pick just the first company that you call, make sure that you call a bunch of them. Now, things that you're gonna be asking them, of course, let them know that if you have any awkward or heavy pieces, because that's gonna change the price that they're gonna give you, the quote. When you get the quote, make sure that they include the type of insurance that they have. They also it should say also the number of people that are actually going to be helping you with the move, okay? So some companies would say, it's $150 an hour and it includes 2 guys, or $200 and includes 3 guys. And of course, ask them and see if there's any packing material included, or is it going to be an extra charge. Now, if you're not going to hire a professional company, start to call your friends and family members and make sure that they know about the moving day. So, of course, hopefully you get a lot of people to help you out. If you're downsizing from a house to a condo or a house to a townhome, make sure that you book storage space, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not going to fit on your new place. So make sure that you have a place where you can actually store this stuff. Now, of course, inform the utility companies about the move, and that includes, of course, the internet people, hydro, cable, all that stuff, so you're not without cable or anything like that for a couple of days. So make sure that you do that. Again, if you have a lot of stuff that you want to get rid of course, make sure you start to do maybe like a garage sale, or put it on Craigslist or one of those bidding sites, and starts to get rid of it. Of course, you can also donate a bunch of stuff. Now, the last thing is, of course, order anything that for the new home that you need to right away. So for example, if you're gonna buy a new couch, go and buy the couch because they're usually custom made, so it takes about 6 weeks or so for it to get ready. So this is a perfect time to start ordering new furniture, carpets, window blinds, etc. Okay, so this is what you do 6 weeks. Now let's move on to the next step, okay? Okay, this is what you do no less than 2 weeks before the actual move. So the first thing is, of course, pack all non-essential items, and of course label the contents, and that includes everything that you're not using on a day-to-day basis, but something that you can start to put away. And again, make sure that you label the contents. I would label them on the side of the box, not on top of the box, and the reason is because, of course, you're going to be stacking boxes, and next thing you know, of course, you won't be able to know what it is. So label it on the side. The next thing is, of course, inform your healthcare services that you're going to be moving. If you're moving out of the area, of course, make sure that you register with the new providers. The next thing, arrange for childcare or pet care for the actual day of the move. You know what? It's gonna be crazy. Pets run away all the time, so make sure that you have your pets and your kids well taken care of while you guys do the move. The next thing is, of course, make sure that you're gonna be booking a cleaner for your old place. So book them, of course, for the last day or for the move-in day for the other people, so it's nice and clean by the time the next people come in. Okay? Finalize details with the company, the moving company. So again, if you're hiring somebody to help you move, make sure that you call them and say, okay, are we set for this date, this time, and make sure that you get all the information. Make sure that you give them the old address and the new address, of course. It's common sense. And of course, the last thing that you want to do is make sure that you finalize the date and times of the moving date with the old people, like the owners, that, you know, the people that you're gonna move into. Call them or call the realtor and say, hey, are we still on for noon on the 1st? Because I have everything set up. Again, so that's what you do no less than 2 weeks before you move in. Now let's move to the last day, okay? All right, now let's talk about the day before the actual move. On this day, of course, you should be pretty much packed up, of course. So complete packing and set aside a bag or a box in which you actually have the essentials, the basics. So the toothbrush, toilet paper, you know, clothes for the day, medication and food for the actual day or two, okay? You don't want to go and say, oh, where is my toothbrush? And then you'll start to opening up all the boxes. So make sure that you have a little bag, like a day bag, like, you know, like a backpack, and you have all the little stuff, okay? If you have kids, of course, have a couple of toys handy because, of course, they're gonna be asking for it. And again, the day before the move, make sure that you do one final sweep of the house. If you're having people, cleaners to help you out on the cleanup, of course, make sure that they're there. As you clean the room, make sure you close the door so that you know that that room is ready, and just keep moving down the rest of the house until you are done. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Very quick little step-by-step on what to do so you don't get overwhelmed, because I know it's sometimes a little crazy. But hopefully this helped you guys. If you have any more questions, of course, don't hesitate to give us a call or check our website at www.sellwiththebrothers.com. Of course, you can check us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at #sellwiththebrothers. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye.